What's up, everybody? It's Alistair. We're doing a trailer breakdown with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Nice and quick. First off, looks like Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne are continuing their spy motif. They're not going to see Q or anything every day, but they're a little above like a bureau agency like the FBI or something. They're walking the red carpet, looking good. And then the next one, they're showing off their gadgets, and Ant Man seems to become a giant. Then they bring you the stakes and the protege in the forwards. You have a daughter, implying that gambling part of the motif. You get to see him and his blurry crew and his very sturdy HQ with the tech he's playing with, and then shows you the people in question. It kind of does a maybe least to most knowledgeable about what's about to, or impact that's about to happen, but it's showing who probably knows about what's about to happen from the first trailer and the device that's been built. And the impact order would be Janet Van Dyne, then Hope Van Dyne, then Cassie Lang, and Scott Lang. Then it shows you a shrink hole, if not the worst version of a sinkhole. And then you get a spy villain motif thing with the villain offering the spy something that the man wants. Then we have Michelle Pfeiffer's voice overcasting this very technological realm they're in. And apparently, if you draw from just the trailers, Scott doesn't want Cassie in jail, so he seems to be at a point where he's overly wanting to restart something. Maybe because he was absent for 5 years, but you see the structure of the quantum realm, and it's all moving buildings and structures. You see Kang and his little posse and his little suit that seems to make his face blue when he has it on. But with the spy overlap, this is like what he has to overcome and choices he has got to make. And you see Scott diving down somewhere after you see the overreach of what he's got to do and join with. And if this is a spy movie or a spy trailer, singularly, this is where there would be fire in the trailer. This is also similar to the speeding away on a boat theme. I'll try not to say more, not more, so it doesn't be diminished. And it shows all these very nice visuals. And then they show the, here's what we're actually showing off. They show a mostly silver and blue helmeted army. And then there's like the romantic kissing and whatever happens after that. Like, but of course, there's a daughter involved and some of a family. It doesn't get into like the hand in hand or hand to hand stuff, but it is hand in hand because there is some chitlins running around. And almost ironic to what I'm saying, Kang says you might want to like not show her this part. And what always happens, and someone's like trying to co-parent with you. It kind of doesn't seem like he was supposed to survive, and Kang was like technically gonna like pull through for Scott. And it shows the perilous fight that ensues with a multi-layered like set or whatever you call it. And on these, it looks like they kind of like have to hide the fighting, the who's fighting, and the how they do it's like probably like most of the movie. Seeing how they already gave a the Y with it ending in the sorry Cassie. So you got the very changeable what and the how. But if it was just singularly a spy movie, it would be like why and when, and they'd have the how like to themselves and several whats, and then the important who. I like it though. We got the how, the multiple variable whats, and the is, if that makes sense. What is, when is, why is, that is. Kind of like the existence. It's just like a research thing. It's not technically like a learning thing. It's like for the existence of something, the is. It's almost like the it factor. But with the some of the superhero stuff, it's like if it involves time travel, it's like kind of like a roadway for like memories or thoughts or ideas for a story thing. So it's kind of like hunting for a ideal memory for a feeling of some sort. Is always kind of the problem, but they get it in the end. I usually just think about it like this, so like I get myself to the right mind frame to watch it correctly for the outcome to be me enjoying it. But I think this was supposed to be a mix of the multiverse thing and time travel. I I'm guessing they almost could have like done like a Doctor Strange thing with this exact thing, but they like decided to switch it over to Ant-Man or what they wrote for this Ant-Man movie. They could have switched it to Doctor Strange. It doesn't not seem like these all these movie teams like at least like speak to each other. Probably not conferring, but they telling someone. It was like, oh well, you guys did that, so I'm telling you this. I know you're not gonna be a leech like that and like tell everybody until like the last like 5 hours before like everyone can go see it. It's a good format. It's a good trailer. That's all I really had to say about that. So thanks for joining me on Headspace for the breakdown, and let me know if you think Scott's not gonna make it through this one or not in the comments, and like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. I mean, Ant-Man and Doctor Strange are the only ones that seem to be unscathed from the whole Infinity War. So. But hey, you look good. It shows.